Welcome to TechZine TV.
Welcome to TechZine TV. We're at SAP Connect in Las Vegas, and we're talking to Carolina Molnar. She's Executive Vice President and Group Head HR Transformation at Capgemini. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
We're talking to you because you are doing a major transformation with Capgemini with SuccessFactors.
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit more about the project? Because they just told me it's a really large one. You're moving 400,000 employees onto SuccessFactors. That sounds like a hurdle to take.
Yeah. Well, so it started, I would say, almost 4 years ago, and we're about to finish now.
Okay.
It's an end-to-end transformation, so it goes beyond the technology. We're doing a new HR operating model. We changed reporting lines. We created a global function, new roles, new skill set, per
new HR
area.
Policies as well? Or?
We looked at 11 global processes and also redesigned them completely. And we needed, of course, a technology that could enable all of that. And we went with SuccessFactors and have implemented almost all the modules. I think the only thing we don't have is payroll and time management, but everything else you can count it in.
Okay.
So again, recruiting, onboarding, Employee Central, talent, and now in 2 weeks' time we're going live with the new modules, career and talent development, and talent intelligence hub as well.
And why did you choose SAP?
Well, at Cap, entered a huge internal transformation. So HR was one of the programs that was kicked off a few years ago, but wasn't the only one. We also have one big for finance, procurement, and the overall infrastructure of the group has been working for a long time with SAP. We're a big partner too. So also one finance is going with SAP for HANA. It makes sense for us to have something that, it's bigger than just HR.
So Cap is going all in on SAP with more different business.
Yes. Of course, we have, a few partners of SAP that have been recommended by you guys as well to us.
Mm-hmm.
So our ecosystem is mainly SuccessFactors with a few, partners for some other additional functionality.
Okay. And if you're doing a massive transformation like this, because you need to get all the employees on board as well, because they need to use SuccessFactors now instead of what you were previously using. Is that a hurdle to take? Change? Because people don't like change.
No, absolutely. So I think we were lucky. We were giving, let's say a clear scope, but also the funding to spend this almost 4 years going through each of our regions. And in each of these different deployments, let's say, put a lot of focus on change management. So we built a team that had that expertise that could look at the global design, but at the same time understand and help the different countries which have different needs, different laws, regulations, etc., to also adapt to that. So I would say, honestly, compared to other projects I've seen, also in previous employers, and etc., the investment in change management was significant.
Was it a lot of work to adapt it to the different countries, or does SAP help you with that as well?
Yes, because we tried to keep the global design as intact as possible. So we went with that mentality and really only, going to localize, when there was a real need. So, regulation or so on. Otherwise, having a one suite that connects, and now we see the benefit of that, I would say it's an advantage. So we really try to protect that. At the same time, of course, working with SAP, we accommodated for differences depending on the needs. Again, but more regulatory and legally required, not that much from, I want the color blue or red or whatever, right? Really try to keep one global...
Yeah, it's purely the labor laws in different countries are more strict or less strict.
Exactly. So, and we knew, SAP also has other clients of our size, with multiple countries, and try to also, use the best practices from around.
Okay. Did you have to work a lot with IT, I guess, to make this happen and to do the rollouts?
Absolutely. We had actually 2 sponsors of this program, the CHRO, of course, but at the same time, and same, I would say, engagement level, the board member responsible for IT and transformation. So the whole project was done really, really well in tandem between HR and IT.
So you had to collaborate a lot. Did that go easy? Because I can imagine implementing
Yes,
for
because
so many
we
people.
built a team with representation of IT as well. So the team had functional experts, but also IT experts working together under one roof. And honestly, that really well. So again, I mean, there's always things, right? But honestly, I found the collaboration smooth because we were really one.
Was it hard to get to know SuccessFactors and to work with the new product based on what you previously had? Because it's a lot of change, but yeah, you're giving direction to many people on how to use this, so you have to figure it out yourself as well, I guess.
No, we did. We put a lot of emphasis on learning and create a lot of materials, but I would say I'm not so sure how many people really click on learning and materials, and compared to you go and you find your way, right? So honestly, we didn't get a lot of noise from people saying I don't understand or intuitively where I should go and so on. Not really.
And after deployment, because then they couldn't find their payroll anymore or their paycheck, so it was in a different place, so they had to look it up.
I think what we still need to do, and that's what we're working already with some colleagues from SAP, but also internally, is now using AI to help them to get faster to what they're looking for.
Okay.
And for that, I know there's many options that we can go for. Just to make it even easier.
Does AI play a role now in your HR?
It does at different levels. I think still we could do more, in my opinion, and I'm pushing for that. But yes, we have already in our recruiting process a lot of AI embedded, and now again with the new modules on the career enablement piece, absolutely based on AI recommendations based on your skills profile, what could be a good job for you, or learning interaction. So
you kind of had to change your deployment model during the deployment, because AI is a thing of the last couple of years.
Yeah, no, we didn't change that much. I would say on the last, the career enablement piece, we on purpose left it to the end because the product was developing a lot. So we decided to say, okay, let's go with what we, it's more mature as a product. And then this one came a little bit later, and I think that was the right decision because now, it's ready to go. So
the product you first deployed, that doesn't have much AI yet?
Well, they had less. I would say less.
Okay, so that's the next project to come?
Of course. I mean, as many, most companies and HR professionals looking at how we can embed it in every single thing. We're looking at that as well.
Are you a fan of AI in your products?
Of the current products or
just as an HR professional, do you see AI as a big benefit?
Absolutely. And also outside product, we're also looking at how can we get from SuccessFactors, but also from other areas, and get, the AI to give to the managers of the employee one view of things, right? So absolutely.
Okay. Do you also think about empathy, for example, when using AI agents? Because we hear from certain customers and people that reach out to us like, AI is really handy, but sometimes, especially in HR, if people want to report they're really sick or there's something else going on, you don't want an AI agent to pick it up, but you want a human to be the first contact. How do you look at that?
So in our model, we still kept quite, let's say, human touch for some of the activities. So we have the typical HR, let's say, model, the 3 pillars, business partners, experts, and operations. And within the operations part, where we have a lot of AI and automation and bots answering, we still have a piece of that is done by people. I think that helps a lot to get those more critical or complex cases handled in a different manner as well.
And if you look at the workforce, is AI like a required skill now at Capgemini?
Absolutely. So we're doing big on that. I mean, we have an academy already. All employees are going through it, no matter which function you are. So it's a big focus for us.
So if you don't have the right skill set, Going to be hard?
Yeah, I mean, of course, everybody understands that they need to get now upskilled.
Yeah.
Particularly in our business, right? A professional services with a lot of focus on technology is a no-brainer.
Yeah. Okay. You're almost finished with your rollout?
Almost. Yeah.
How much time is there left?
2 months.
2 months. And then it should be done?
And it's done. I mean, we have, of course, the next chapter, don't say the 2.0, trying to protect this huge investment the company has done, right? Getting the...
Or they already gave you a new project to work on after 2 months?
Sort of. We're in discussions. But no, seriously, I mean, it's a huge investment and we need to ensure that the right governance keeps on, being there. Because we had with the project, very strict process to not accommodate for every single change request from a country here and there, but really trying to see is it really valid for all countries, yes, no, etc. So now that moves to the run organization, the business as usual team, that needs to keep on doing that. And just then build on top. I think AI, definitely we can do a lot more. So now we have really great basis, other employees in the same platform around the world. It's much easier for us to now build on top than it was before. Before we did not have one global platform. We had patches here and there, some countries here. So for us, it's a big step forward.
And for management as well, because now they have one report across the board.
One access to data, same taxonomy, same definitions and language.
So after this rollout, the next will be to improve it, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's building on top.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe in 5 years, you still, you need to go through a big one again or 7, right? But I think we have really built a really solid basis where now, we can always build, you can always improve. Yeah.
What was the hardest challenge for you during this whole project? Is the people or the technology?
No, I think, team was great. So that's probably
It can also be the employees that were hard, that need to adapt.
No, I think we managed to, again, look at what hurdles they need to move in order to get people to adopt. I would say some countries are more complicated than others, I don't want to mention many, but workers' councils and things like that, where, it's a challenge. But we try to accommodate as well in the implementation roadmap. For example, some of those more countries, we give them more time. We try to... We plan for that, for them to have the dialogue with the different, representatives, etc. So, from a challenge perspective, I think, getting the business maybe more into the table at the beginning, not having an HR only. I think that's something we realized after the first.
So the biggest learning, getting business involved more earlier.
Exactly. Instead of trying to build a perfect product and then go to them, getting them, to lead the change with us, because this was not an HR transformation. It was really a change on many aspects of the day-to-day of the, the culture of the company. So getting them earlier to speak, for it, I think maybe one of the things I would say we should have done earlier.
Okay, so if one of your peers is doing the same kind of transformation,
that's
the best learning you have.
That's definitely one of them. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for this conversation.
You're welcome. Okay.
Thank you for watching TechSign TV. We'll be back with more from SAP Connect.
Thank you for watching TechScene TV, the channel about enterprise technology that brings you IT insights and analyses from events all around the globe. We cover everything, everywhere. Visit techscene.eu for more written in-depth articles and analysis, or keep watching techscene.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels and share your favorite videos with your colleagues. We'll see you soon.